people to think about, to think through together, what is the right data? What is the data we need? And then, submit a proposal probably to the police.
I was just going to say Aisha and I volunteered for that.
That's right. Aisha and you, and I think Aiden also.
Yeah, Lisa plugged me in, so I'll be there as well.
Oh, Aiden.
Could I also volunteer?
You could volunteer as well.
Oh,
I was looking for, what I was looking for was a fourth person, because we can have everything up to a quorum. That would be excellent. I'm going to ask you to report on it if you don't mind, because I think we all would like to know how that goes. But I'm glad to see us participating in that. Is there anything else that anybody? You have gone through my entire agenda. I have room for commissioner communications. Is there anything else anybody wants to say?
This is Pam. I'm not so much communications, but you had asked us in a separate email to ensure that we're compliant with the directive to provide the city with our vaccination records.
Yes.
Since I believe our January meeting is to be an in-person meeting.
Yes.
And right. So that's one thing. And the deadline, by the way, is Monday.
Oh, I didn't hear a deadline. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's why I'm mentioning it now, because it's prior to our next meeting, and our next meeting is to be in person.
Yes. In city council chambers.
Chambers, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where we are not as happy, but we will be separated. And that was
Dina has his hand up, and Commissioner Agazi, rather.
I'm sorry.
Councilmember Medina has his hand up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Agazi has hers as well.
Travis?
Thanks.
I see it.
And thanks to Commissioner Dent, she actually covered one of the things that I remembered as we were talking. One of the other things that I remembered that I should have given earlier and wanted to follow up on, and maybe it helps to have Attorney Radaba here around exactly what the requirements are. We had a resident, Michelle Hughes, call into a recent council meeting about a desire to see more of a requirement around businesses posting protections under the non-discrimination ordinance in visible places in their restaurants or stores or other places. So hopefully that people would recognize when they are being discriminated against, they don't always know that they are protected. And so I guess I'm wondering, is this something that's been discussed before? Is it currently a requirement? And is it something that HRC would be interested in exploring more?
I would think so.
I guess I can address part of it. So anything that we've required them to have posters for, so like our NDO poster that Pam and Leslie go and check on each year, it is required, like other EEOC Know Your Rights posters, to be posted in an area that's accessible by all employees and that's visible to all employees. I think Michelle would like it even more visible, as I understand it, right in kind of the front, like on the customer of a business or someone entering. So, I mean, we can change that as it pertains to ours. It would veer, I guess, from the federal requirements, but there's really no problem with that.
Yeah, and I think her desire was to help to educate the public about the protections as well, and not just the employees to prevent them from discriminating, but to help, citizens recognize also when they might potentially be discriminated against, and also who they can reach out to file a complaint.
Can we do that?
Linda? I'm trying to understand. Are you saying like every restaurant, every business in Ann Arbor, everything, put it in the window? Or are you saying, I'm just, these days, there's nothing in writing. It's all online, I mean, like, even people ordering don't even order from menus anymore. I'm just trying to envision like what sort of requirement, how this would.
Yeah, and I think that was the request. The intention is so that residents who are actually, you know, visiting these, you know, restaurants, businesses, other public places, that they would know their rights upon entering. I agree. I think obviously pandemic and with rise of online, a lot of stuff has moved that way. I think luckily, hopefully that also comes a correlation with reduced discrimination, because people don't necessarily know who they're doing business with. But for those folks who are, you know, entering those places, having something publicly posted, I don't know that it has to be on the front door, but somewhere publicly visible to customers as well as employees.
I just for the record, we did have a poster like that we put everywhere we could think of all over town several years ago. It wasn't necessarily a requirement for businesses, but any bulletin board we could find, you know, in the library, in the co-op, I don't know, other community centers, things like that. We did do that. We just didn't, the only businesses that have been required have been the contractors, city contractors. But yeah, just, so we do have a poster that we could easily adapt for this purpose.
You think that she's talking about a poster with a lot of information, or something that's more like some phrase that?
I think she is probably looking for more information so that, you know, protected classes are specified. But if I am hearing that the body is interested, I would actually prefer to put her directly in touch with the group, so that I'm not, you know, misinterpreting or speaking on her behalf and misspeaking. I prefer to allow her to speak for herself.
Okay.
Another option too, Councilmember Regina, if you wanted to send it over on the city side, you know, we launch, as you know, the communications team, we launch various campaigns. Right now, we're, you know, HR is partnering with the city administrator's office, and so we're launching one about, you know, mental health awareness around the holidays. So, I mean, another option is they're fabulous at making these posters that go in even some of our facilities that are frequented more regularly by residents. So that's another approach we could take, like our rec centers and stuff.
It could be a program.
Like a know your rights. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is something we should think about. Thank you for bringing that up. I will try to get in touch with Michelle Hughes, I guess, or does somebody else?
I will connect you by email.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. And if somebody else would like to be involved in that, please let me know. Thank you for bringing that to our attention. Anything else? Somebody else had their hands up, right? At some point.
Commissioner Godsey.
I think I had my question answered. There were some resources that I wanted to send along around unarmed response you guys may have seen already, which was like Senate Bill, I think, I'm sorry, that's my son, 637 and 638, which the National Association of Social Work helped to collaborate on. And it's specifically around, sorry guys, local communities, you know, forming crisis response teams and the role of social workers on them, and how municipalities can apply for funding for this. So I'll send it along to Keita in your gathering of research.
Cool, thank you.
Okay.
And then I guess, you know, in relation to Travis's point that Michelle Hughes brought up, a Know Your Rights initiative, I mean, obviously we should talk to her first. Could be something that could be part of that community outreach plan.
Yes.
So feel free to connect me to that as well. And I'd be happy to help.
Good. Okay. Anybody else? Any other comments before we close? Well, thank you very much for being here, and have a wonderful holiday season. And I really wanted a party of some sort, and I'm still limping too much to do it. But maybe Valentine's Day or something, I don't know. But I wish you all happy holidays.
Same to you. Thank you, Leslie.
Leslie. See everyone in the new year.
Bye, guys.
Mhm.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Everybody be safe,
Wonderful
please.
holiday.
You
Take
as
care.
well.